3 weeks since I last talked to you guys. And if you guys haven't read my Facebook post, it's because I took the time to focus on my mental health. So a big thank you po sa lahat ng mga nag-comment, nag-message, and to everyone who sent in their love and support. And if you, like me, have been feeling down for the past few days, then I hope you're feeling better now too. And if not, better days will come. So hold on for a bit longer. So today, I was supposed to talk about that experience, but last Saturday, Vincentiments posted a video about online classes and students' sentiments. So I asked my students if that is something that they'd like me to talk about, and surprisingly, a lot of them answered yes. So I'll be reacting on the KPL online class video and be giving my thoughts on the points raised. Ready? Let's go!
Alam niyo ba ang huling sinabi ni Dr. Rosa Rizal bago siya binaril sa...
Penelope, di namin marinig yung reporting mo, ang ingay ng electric fan.
Kasi ma'am sa kapatid...
Anong gusto mong marinig namin?
Okay, 2 points I'd like to raise. Number 1, ang sungit ni teacher. Supposedly, when you are doing online classes or doing any form of online meeting, you should be prepared and you should understand that background noises are inevitable. So, dapat yung mga ganung bagay, if it does not impact the quality of the presentation, at kung naiintindihan naman yung sinasabi, hindi na dapat pinupuna. At the same time, hindi dapat pinanglalakihan ng mata ang estudyante. I'm not sure if this is something that's really happening or if it's something that will really happen. But just in case na mangyari talaga siya, as a student, please do bring that up with your parents if this is the treatment that you are receiving from your instructors. Especially if that behavior is triggered by something that you cannot control. Okay? So, para hindi kasi tama yung ganun.
Ay, ma'am, classmates, teka lang po
Ganyan din yung mga aso ko pag... Oh, okay. Ayan, sasabihin ko lang, ganyan din yung mga aso ko kapag nagbi-meeting ako. Minsan maingay sila, especially pag mayroong tao na hindi nila kakilalang dumadaan. And that's normal. Siguro one thing I'd like to raise lang is that if your dog ever barks or becomes noisy while you're in a class, sana we do not resort to hitting them. Dogs are dogs. They do not understand that we are in online classes. So let's also be very patient with them kasi kawawa naman yung mga baby natin.
So, ayun na nga. Ang sabi niya, Ben! Ben! Punta ka sa ginawa ng pinili ko! Ako, ang tawag ka! Ang sabi mo, Bill, Lisa, hindi ka dapat na yan. Hindi ka kasi. Guys, teka lang po. Ma'am, wait lang po.
Grabe si mommy. I don't think parents will do that. Feeling ko naman hindi naman sila magaganyan because they know that you are being seen and being heard by the rest of your classmates. But this is a very realistic example of what it's going to be like when you're doing your online classes. There will really be households that will have personal problems. They will have backgrounds that are not suitable for classes, not suitable for learning. So this is really one of the biggest concerns when it comes to conducting online classes. If you are a teacher, as much as possible, let us not force our students into turning on their cameras if it's not necessary. Because again, there might be some aspects of their personal life that they're not comfortable sharing with the rest of their class. Okay, so like I said, background noises, inevitable sila. So whenever you encounter those things, and for example, you are presenting, like Penelope, tuloy lang tayo. Let us not mind those background noises. Let us not be distracted. Let's continue on with our presentation unless na lang i-bring up the teacher na, ops, merong part na hindi maintindihan. Ops, merong slide na hindi ka masyadong rinig. So kapag pinoint out yun, saka tayo magsa-stop, saka natin sila babalikan. But as long as hindi naman tayo pinupuna, continue lang tayo. let's act as if they are not there.
So, paano namin malalaman na sinabi ni Jose Rizal, ipaputol-putol yung reporting mo? Ano? Sumagot ka! Paano? Sumagot ka! Paano? Sumagot ka!
Okay, need to point this out for a quick second. So the way that the teacher is talking to the student, I believe that's a very abusive way of addressing your students. It's also their first time to undergo online classes. So as teachers, if we encounter them being distracted, let's try to understand that these are things that they cannot control. I know naman na most teachers already know this, but I also know that there will be some teachers who will also react in this way. Hindi natin yun maiiwasan. Meron at merong mga tao na ganito mag-react. So, if you are a teacher and you encounter this during your class, no matter how distracting it might be, let's extend some compassion to our students who are also doing their best during these times. In the same way that if you're a student, if you're a teacher, di ba, maraming background noises sa kanila, maraming distractions, naglalagang internet ni teacher, let's also be very, very understanding because again, these are things that we cannot control, both as a teacher and as a student.
Sumagot ka! Sumagot ka! Sumagot na! Ito na! Ito na!
Ba't niya binato yung baby? Ano yun?
Sasagot na! Ina! Nang wawarsak talaga kayong lahat no? Ma'am! Hindi lang naman po ang reporting ko ang putol-putol Lahat po tayo. Bakit? Akala mo hindi ka nagcha-choppy? Hindi ka naglalag? Hindi ka nagpi-freeze? Ayaw nyo ng academic freeze!
Okay, just need to address this. So, I understand that the point of the video is to be critical of the government's response regarding our academic calendar, right? We did not implement an academic freeze because according to them, it will greatly impact the economy, which is true naman. But I think that what this video did wrong is that it started the conversation with Penelope directly addressing the teacher. And then right after that saying, ayaw nyo ng academic freeze. The truth is that for most of your teachers, even they do not want to proceed with an actual academic year. I have a lot of teacher friends and kahit sila hindi naman talaga pabor na tumuloy ang school year because they understand that our students, they are under a lot of stress, they are under a lot of pressure. At the same time, kahit sila, hindi rin naman kumpleto ang equipment when it comes to these things. Personally, I would rather go for an academic freeze because we can always restart the economy. It will take a very long time, it will take a lot of effort, but the economy is something that can be revived at some point. However, lives that will be lost and mental healths that will be compromised if we continue with an academic school year, those are things that are not easy to revive once we have lost them. So this type of problem, it's not teacher versus student. Instead, they are actually your allies when it comes to academic freeze because they understand the need for it. So I think the main problem lang really is the way that this was advertised. It should have been teachers and students banding together at the time of crisis instead of pitting students and the teacher against each other.
Internet! Gas-gas na! Ang sabihing hindi rin lahat ng may internet ay mabilis ang koneksyon. Gas-gas na! Ang sabihing hindi lahat ay may gadgets. Pero gagasgasin ko lang na kahit meron ka na lahat niyan, hindi lahat ng bahay okay sa online class. Hindi lahat naka-subdivision or exclusive village.
Okay, I agree with all of the points you said. Not everyone has the equipment, not everyone has the resources. So, pwedeng merong laptop, pero walang internet, walang kuryente. So, those things, they are very, very real concerns. Siguro, ang gusto ko lang i-point out dito, no, yung sinabi niya na hindi lahat naka-subdivision or exclusive village. I don't think that it's important for anyone to state that because kids who live in subdivisions or exclusive villages are not necessarily kids who are privileged. So, they might be living in those areas, yes, but that does not necessarily mean that they already have the proper equipment, the proper household, the proper resources. Diba? Pwedeng dito sila nakatira, pero hindi pa rin maayos yung internet connection nila. or yung household nila, it's still not providing a suitable environment for learning. I wish that they did not include this because we do not want to propagate the type of thinking na there's a certain stereotype regarding children who live in subdivisions or executive villages. The reason why a lot of schools ask their students to wear their uniforms during online classes is because wearing your school uniform conditions your brain into thinking that, okay, I'm supposed to be studying, I'm supposed to be working. Hindi kasi nagbabago yung environment natin eh. So at least from the way that we dress ourselves, it becomes easier for us to shift from student mode to teenager mode. Ayan. Number one, I would like to say that I agree wholeheartedly with this. I think that the tuition fees are still high. And totoo yun, meron talagang mga tuition fee na meron silang nakalagay na lab fee, may security fee, may clinic fee. This is something that I've heard from my students for a very long time, even before online classes started. Na yung tuition nila, merong mga ganitong inclusion. And it does not make sense because if they get sick, wala naman silang clinic na pupuntahan. Wala rin naman silang lab na magagamit. So, those things are really questionable. So, the school really has to explain for those expenses. But I don't think that it was right for her to compare your tuition fee with your Netflix, with your HBO. Netflix and HBO, they can cater to up to 1 million people who pay for the same service, pay for the same movies that are being streamed over and over again. Your classes, your teachers are giving the discussions to you real time, and then your school also only caters to a limited number of students. So again, it's not right to compare the streaming platforms to your school's tuition fee because they are entirely different things. So, ayun. But again, this does not invalidate the fact that our tuition fees could do better and that our tuition fees could be lighter because they should be. Okay. For this one, I'm going to say na it really happens, diba? A lot of teachers may be offended because this is not the way that they teach, but there are really teachers who do this, na yung nasa libro, ilalagay lang sa PowerPoint, yun lang din yung babasahin. And this happens even before the era of online classes. There really have been teachers who have been practicing this style of teaching prior to COVID-19. So it's not a shocking thing to hear. Of course, it goes without saying, now that we are using the online platform, we should also be taking extra effort in making sure that our classes are engaging. We can use Kahoot, we can use, the drawing platform, we can use videos, memes, to incorporate in our decks, para naman nabubuhayan sila ng dugo from time to time. So, ito yung sinasabi nila na naghubad. Kaya marami nagalit. Well, personally, I see why naghubad siya para hindi magaya ni teacher yung laro nila. But I also agree that it's not something that should be done in a post or in a video that tackles this type of topic. Especially when we're talking about a serious topic and this type of action is unrelated at all. Although, sige, tingnan natin. Baka naman merong redeeming factor.
Lako ang mga kaklase ko. Quiz man yan, exam o recitation. Mas madaling mandaya dito kaysa sa classroom. Maraming multiple ang gadgets, ma'am. Itong online class, pang class A lang.
Ayan. So, this is also something that was raised a lot during my classes with my students. They said that cheating is really easier to do in an online class. And that is true. Nangyayari talaga yan. Hindi natin siya mapipigilan. But if you think about it, cheating is not something new. It's something that's also done by students even during physical classes. So, A person's integrity will never change no matter what the circumstance is. If they're going to cheat in an online class, that means they will cheat in the physical class. So, instead of focusing on how we can prevent students from cheating, let us focus first on how we can encourage students to choose not to cheat. Let's ask ourselves, okay, why are these students cheating in the first place? And how can we inspire them to do better for themselves? And if you are a student, please do not worry too much about the other students cheating. Instead, let's focus on our own performances. Not because we want you guys to let them cheat. That's not the point. It's because there are so many things on your plate right now. Ang dami-dami nyo nang kailangang isipin. Okay? Kailangan nyo isipin yung mental health nyo. Kailangan nyo isipin yung grades niyo, yung pag-aaral ninyo. If you think about others, there will not be enough time for you to think about yourself. So focus on the only thing that matters. And that is you.
Gabi, tumatai ako. Magchat-chat ka ng class. Read page 10 na. Ha? Ano to? Mercury drug? 7-Eleven? Nakatutok kami? 24 oras?
This is very, very important for instructors. It's also something that is strictly implemented in the workplace. So I think that for online classes, it should be no different. If you forgot to say a certain quiz or if you forgot a certain announcement during that class day, wag na nating ihabol sa gabi. If you want your students to respect your time as a teacher, learn to respect the time of students as students. In the same way that if you're a student, right, if you have concerns from your teacher, if you have asks, make sure that it's also within their work hours. Because in the same way, if you want your teacher to respect your time as a student and your time at home, then make sure you also do the same for them. Again, it's all about having mutual respect. It's all about having communication and compassion on both sides.
Ayan ang laptop na to! Gaya ng online class na to! Papatayin ko na! Papatayin ko na! Ayoko na! Tapos na! Tapos na!
Ingay-ingay na nga dyan sa inyo, putol-putol ka pa eh.
Okay, so doon na nagtapos yung period na nakahubad siya. Same thoughts. There is no relevance on the taking off of the shirt aside from the shaggy D shapopo thing. I understand why it was put there. I get the reason. It's just that it's not relevant, so it only distracted the audiences from the main points na importante sana. Sayang.
Ang ibig sabihin po nun, tapos na! It is finished! Ayaw na niya! Ayaw ni Dr. Jose Rizal ng online class! Ayaw niya! Tapos na! Tapos na!
Okay, that's a wrap. Thoughts that I have about this video. I almost kinda teared up during the part na na-reveal na nasa utak lang yung nangyayari yon. Why? Because a lot of our youth, this is mostly how they really process information. They overthink a lot, they put too much pressure on themselves, they try to keep in their emotions, their thoughts as much as possible, and that is not a very healthy way of dealing with their thoughts. But again, like I said earlier, this is typically the way that they deal with these things. That is a very, very worrying concept because when we do not know how to process our thoughts well, that's the moment that our mental health starts to get strained. So it's really important that you have someone that you can reach out to because keeping it in here will only make it harder for here. Other things that I've noticed about this video, it's true that it's been offensive to teachers at some point. The way that they phrase the rants of the students, naka-target talaga siya towards the teacher na kausap niya in this video. I get that the content was supposed to be directed again to the people making the decisions, but it was not properly fleshed out in this video, and that's what makes it problematic. The intention is there, but it was directed at the wrong party. And no, we cannot use the argument na it's the content writer style, kaya ganyan, hindi lang tayo sanay. At the end of the day, if you are an authoritative person, if you are an influential person, you must always think about the impact that you will have on your audience. Sana, if their goal was awareness, they made sure that the video will focus on awareness. What else? representation matters. So you see here that they represented the teacher as someone who nags. And while we can say that there really are teachers like that, it's not a fair representation to have them represented in this way. Representation matters not only for the teacher but also for the student. The language that was used, the way that the rant was sent out. I don't understand why most of the viewers pointed out that it was insulting to the teachers, but no one pointed out that it was insulting to the students. For me kasi, I've met a lot of students from this generation, and what I can say is that these kids are very, very smart. They're very, very brave, they're very, very courageous, and they know the situation that we are currently under. When I talk to the students that I used to have before regarding their thoughts on online classes, they are able to express them politely. They're able to express them in ways that would really hit you as an educator and as an adult. And the way that Penelope talked in this video, that is not an accurate representation of our students. And for me, that is very, very unfair for the youth that we have right now, because like I said before, they are so much more than just kids ranting about these things. While I understand that a lot of people are very emotional about this specific video, I hope that we do not overlook the main point of it all, and that is our students need help. At the same time, our teachers also need help. So let's judge the way that this message was made. Let's talk about how the words used were inappropriate. Let's talk about how offensive this video is towards teachers. But let's also not forget to talk about the issues they presented in this video. Because no matter how offensive at first glance this might look, at the end of the day, the problems, the questions, and the concerns that they raised, totoo sila at nangyayari sila. So I hope you like this video. Please do comment down below what your thoughts are. If you guys like this, I will be doing more videos that are geared towards an online class series. So please do hit that like and subscribe button so that you will be alerted once my next video in my online class series is up. So yeah, have a great day, guys. And again, please take care of yourselves. Kapit lang, and we will get to those better days. Right? So yun lang. Again, thank you very much and see you on the next one. Bye-bye!